Cardi B's and you Barbie queens and you carbon fiend. Up on my opponents, your soul is the culture. My dome's an exponent with bars and schemes. Accurate darts it seems on my target.
Hey everyone, this is Terrence Price, and welcome back to my building blocks breakdown video. This is part 3, and in this section we are going to be analyzing and annotating verse 2. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right back in.
With unrelenting force, I begin to morph into what the source. I'll exhibit Morse when I hit record, cause my pen of horse what you just adore. As you hit the floor, I'ma pick up swords, cause I'm in a war. I'll offend them more when I tin is scorched. Any rhythm corpse, many victims orange. This is just the fourth.
Starting off verse 2 by talking about how aggressively I'll lyrically attack the industry, using my vocabulary as a weapon. Keep in mind that I'm also carrying the same rhyme scheme for the entirety of the second verse, enunciating particular words a certain way to make them rhyme, which is something I learned from Eminem.
If you enunciate it and you make it like more than one syllable, orange, you could say like, I put my orange 4-inch door hinge in storage.
The verse starts, with unrelenting force I begin to morph into what the source. A dictionary defines words, while a thesaurus not only defines them, but also provides synonyms and antonyms, ultimately making it more effective for expanding one's vocabulary, which is one of my goals with music. I have great appreciation and an affinity for words, and when it comes to rap, they're like numbers to me. So I often break them down like fractions in order to get the most out of my verses and to augment my wordplay. It's like I become one with them, thus morphing into a thesaurus. I continue, I exhibit Morse when I hit record, cause my pen abhors what you just adore. With Morse code, the parties involved will use clicks or flashes of light as a method of communication. Now, obviously there's more work that goes into understanding one's message of using Morse code rather than words. So the message that I'm conveying here is that when I rap, it's not surface level, and I am challenging the audience to think on a deeper level and to dig in order to fully understand what I'm saying. My metaphors, rhyme schemes, and subject matter all have deeper meaning than most of the content that's in the mainstream, and by this point, it's no secret that I have a strong dislike for music with no substance. In other words, my pen abhors what you just adore. These next few lines depict a lyrical onslaught or a lyrical war, as my opponents will hit the floor and I'll proceed to pick up swords, but I'm just getting warmed up. With the song poking fun at celebrities who lack substance and my calling out the industry, it wouldn't come as a surprise if people were offended, but I'm not pulling any punches here. Going further with the antagonizing of the industry, I rap, I'll offend them more when I tend to scorch, any rhythm corpse, many victims orange. This is to say again that I'll lyrically destroy these rappers who lack substance or have no rhythm or skill. The rhythm is corpse, meaning the rhythm is dead. When someone passes away, the body can turn orange due to embalming fluid. So, you see the wordplay in action here, while also rhyming the word orange, which is a word that many people believe it either has no rhyme or it's very difficult to rhyme.
Lyrically, what you lack or refine, have to combine, don't act as a nine. Causing lyrical rigor mortis and just remorses, a living fortress, forget a chorus, equipped with a fit of abhorrence, time to invent an ordinance. I see red around yellow belly, so at times my vision's orange.
While it may seem like I'm showcasing my full ability and giving my all against my opponent, this is actually just me messing around, or in other words, this is just a fourth of my full power.
Orange, this is just the fourth. Get support, cause the venom's short till he seems as warped. We'll pretend it's sport, we'll pretend it's horde. So forget the norm, you will witness swarms, a malicious horns. As I rip the doors, off the hinges board. What I'm inching towards, a abyss on 4. Who you give awards, see the system's lore. What I'm put the forge, what was in the course.
In these next few lines, I'm telling these rappers that they need support because the lyrical venom I'm spitting will leave them disoriented. The lyrical onslaught that I'm bringing is not a game, and I'm very serious about music and the content that I put out. A lot of these rappers are pretentious, or at least their tendency to show off their money and jewelry makes them appear that way, and so as a result, when I'm coming for them, it's not just for fun. I'm telling the audience to forget the normal subject matter and skill level that's popular in the mainstream, and the way that I'm unapologetically forcing my way in and kicking doors down will probably result in me getting backlash. As I've said a few times now, a lot of these celebrities push a dark agenda, and they're either occultist, or at the very least, they have that kind of imagery, satanic imagery in their material.
If a person signs a contract that takes away their free will or their ability to say Jesus Christ, then that person has sold their soul. If a person signs a contract to create demonic music with demonic symbolism in their videos and imagery, then that is selling your soul. By signing that contract, you are giving your mind, will, and conscience over to the enemy to be used how he pleases. The soul is also the place where demons attach to people, which is why these celebrities often admit that they are demonically possessed.
I get possessed by the spirits.
I mean, I can try, but then it just doesn't happen. I can sing notes and sing strong and do all these things that when I'm just by myself, I can't do. And I remember right before I performed, I raised my hands up, and it was kind of the first time I felt something else come into me.
So understand that there is a difference between soul and spirit. Your soul belongs to you, but your spirit belongs to God. You can sell your soul, but you can't sell your spirit.
I'm looking to expose the industry and get people to see it for what it really is. Hence the line, "You will witness swarms of malicious horns as I rip the doors off the hinges board." So, not only am I looking to expose the industry and the dark practices of these artists, but I'm also working towards changing the norm of destructive content being rewarded and thought-provoking material being sought after instead.
Fight to diminish the lie that we live in. With unrelenting force, I begin to morph into what the source. I'll exhibit morse when I hit record, cause my pen abhors what you just adore. As you hit the floor, I'ma pick up swords, cause I'm in a war. I'll offend them more when I tend to scorch any rhythm corpse, many victims orange. This is just the fort. Get support, cause the venom sure till he seems as warped. We're pretending sport, we're pretenders horde. So forget the norm, you will witness swarms of malicious horns. As I rip the doors off the hinges board, what I'm inching towards, a abyss on four. Who you give awards, see the system's lore, or them put the forge. What was in the course? Hickory, dickory, dock.